This is Dino Delplesh, your high performance coach, and it's time to level up.
Blessed love and respect champions. This is your host to the Dina Delplesh, and I just want to welcome you guys to the High Performance Leader Summit. But just before we get into everything, what I want to do in this moment, I just want to help everybody get grounded, as you're preparing this morning. I know for some of you, it may be an early morning, and maybe if some of you are early birds like me, it's already late. So what I want to do in this moment, as you listen to the calming sound in the background, and you can choose to do this with your eyes open, or you can do this with your eyes closed. I just want you to take a deep breath. And as you exhale, I want you to relax. Now, as you're here to learn, to relax and to find yourself in a comfortable position. Because you have relaxed in the past, and that means your body can find relaxation all over again. And the more you relax, the easier it becomes for you to feel comfortable. And now as you're feeling more and more comfortable in that relaxation feeling, it means that your body can continue the process of unwinding every single muscle now. And as you feel the comfort of relaxation, it's because you can find out just how deeply you can relax. And because you felt relaxation in the past, it means that you can feel comfortable. And everything that you're about to learn in the next few minutes, hours, is going to become easy for you to learn, even now. And as you continue to feel this sense of comfort, I don't know, maybe for you it's on the inside, maybe it's somewhere outside, it can be somewhere in your mind. Because, people relax in different ways, which means that you'll be able to find your own way of relaxation. And all I know is that you'll relax in whatever way is most appropriate to you. Because everyone needs to find their own relaxing comfort. And as you find your way of learning and digesting and understand how easy it is to understand the concepts that you're about to learn today, you would feel more comfortable as you relax deeply now. And now as you're ready to understand, and feel free to bring yourself back into a more refreshed and allowed kind of position so that you can get ready to move and get on track and wake up your body and get things going. You'll know that relaxation is where all the magic is done. Now, I hope I did a really great job in getting you relaxed into the moment. And I don't want to spend a lot of time talking, but I want to get straight into the session. But I just want to tell you guys how excited I am to bring you the High Performance Leader Summit. And if there's anybody you know who's supposed to be here and they're not here, please just send them a message and invite them, because this morning we have a lineup of powerful speakers for you this morning. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I really hope that whatever you come for today, you're going to get. Okay, so I'm going to try my best to make sure that you're engaged and you take something powerful away from this session today. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get some housekeeping orders out of the way. Just make sure that we're all set and ready to go. As you know, the name of the game is, this is the High Performance Leader Virtual Summit. And over the next 2 days, we have some coaches and experts who are going to share with you what they have been learning, what they have been doing to stay on top of their peak performance. Okay. And I hope you guys have already seen the lineup. You have seen the topics, so you know what is to come. Okay. One thing, during this summit, you're going to be getting concept, ideas, insights. So what I want from you in the chat, whenever you hear something that touches your soul, that touches your chest, I want you to put hashtag inspiring and just share whatever that was. Because I want to go back and read to see, what was some of your inspiring moments. And even other persons who are in the summit with us, they'll get to see, your golden nugget and your golden insights. Because a great part about learning, when we share what we learn, we're learning twice, yeah? They say when you're teaching, you learn once, plus you're learning twice as you teach. So I want you to use that hashtag inspiring and share what the inspiring nugget was. Okay, moving on. Questions. If at any point during the summit, I'd like you to use hashtag questions, because this will make it very easy at the end of the summit. I can go back, see the questions, and also ask the trainers just in case they miss it, and we can post that in the group. Okay, so use your hashtags, so that way it makes it very easy for us to, take all the information that is going to be shared here today and put it in a really comfortable way for you to understand. So the first one is hashtag inspiring. What really touched your heart during the session? And share it in the chat. Okay, hashtag question. What questions that you may have as a result of what has been shared? And I see Dassel is already posting hashtag inspiring. I love that. Sharing is most definitely caring. And moving on. Now, what I want to do at this moment, I want to play the ready game. Yeah, and I know right now you must be wondering, how do you play the ready game? And it's very easy. What I need from you in this moment, and I see a lot of people inside of the group this morning, I want you to post I'm ready in the chat, okay? And the first person to put I'm ready in the chat would be the ready king or queen. Okay, let me see who's ready this morning. And I say Janique. Okay, Sanja, I'm ready. Chanika, I'm ready. Dassel, I'm ready. Michelle, I'm ready. And I love that. I love the energy already this morning. And it's all about being ready, because readiness is the first part about making positive change. And I just want to big up Jenny, because you're the ready queen for the day. You're the ready queen for today. And in the chat, after this session, I have a special gift for you. So just stay tuned and make sure I'll hook you up with that. Okay, so I'm ready, Megan. Daniel, you're ready. I love that. So guys, just big up Jenny. She's the ready queen. She pressed those keys like and get that message in. And I love that. I love that you guys are ready to play full out. And I just want to appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, and moving on. Just to tell you guys a little bit about myself, because you're going to be spending quite a lot of time with me. My name is Dino Delplesh, and I'm a high performance coach. And I'm on a mission to make leadership sexy. Yes, sexy, I said it. Some people say I tend to be one of the most sexy men alive, and I really appreciate that. But my mission is to help more high impact leaders achieve their highest level of performance in life and create their own passion project. And I set this as my worthy goal by 2030. And my goal is to at least impact 1 million high impact leaders by 2030. And don't get any cool idea, because this sexy boy is taken. Okay, my girlfriend right there in that picture, we have been dating for the last 4 years, just to give you a bit of information about myself. And yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. It hasn't been a bed of roses, but as we know, we keep on changing, we keep on improving and getting better. Yes, David, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And another thing to know about me, I'm from the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Most people don't know where St. Vincent and the Grenadines is. This is a small island in the Caribbean, and it's very, very small. Just to give you an idea of how small it is, the population on St. Vincent and the Grenadines is just about 100,000 people. And it takes 1 hour to travel around the entire island. So if you plan to go to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and you want to take a tour around the entire island, you can take 1 hour to get that done. And maybe if you want to do a bit of detouring, maybe do a bit of sightseeing, maybe it'll take you 2 hours. That just to show how small the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is. And for the lineup of today, we have some amazing speakers, and we'll be sharing things with you around productivity and sleep, wealth, belief, self-sabotaging, how to develop influence, how to create your own passion project, how to manifest your greatness, and, just a whole ton load of value just to make sure that you are ready and set with the right information you need to have that breakthrough year. I've been doing this for about 6 years now, and maybe for most of my life. As a kid growing up, my grandma was that woman in the neighborhood who would always feed the other elders, and I was the quiety guy. I was the why my delivery guy. So it has always been ingrained in me to give value or give something to others. And that's why it's always been drawn in my heart to ask this question, how can I give the most value? And, preparing this event, I thought about, if I'm going to do this, I can't do this by myself. So I look for most of the person who I was connected to who have something really powerful to share, and I bring them together on this platform to grace you with their presence. So I hope that you have your pen, your mind, and your eyes are ready, because you're going to learn things today that most average people do not know, okay? Now, another fun fact about me is that I love martial art movies. Yeah, if you were born in the 90s or 98, around those time, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, these were the guys I'm watching. Okay, so I have a black belt in Taekwondo, and if you are interested in martial arts or anything of the sort, we will talk about these things for the entire day or the entire week. Another thing to know about me is that I love cheesecake. Okay, so if you know me, if you've met me and you want to give me a gift and you want to say thank you, just give me cheesecake. Okay, this is one of my, my guilty pleasures. I'm a big cheesecake fan. So let me see in the chat, is there any other cheesecake fan here? Okay, I see somebody, David, is like, whoa, you have Kung Fu. Okay, so I see we don't have any cheesecake fan, but that's all good. Okay, Mr. Chinika, yes, martial arts, saw it in the 90s, cheesecake. Wonderful, yeah, we cheesecake babies. Another thing to know about me is that I love to learn. I love to read. And if there's a book that you have read that you see on top of the slide right now, just drop it in the comment, because some of these books have literally changed my life. Whether it's The Power of Now, The 4-Hour Work Week, Getting Things Done, The Secret. I love to read. I love to, consume information. I love to know, how I am thinking as a human being, how I operate, and how to get things done without using as much effort. So I'm a big learner. Yeah, Jenny gets cheesecake fan as well. Lambert, get that cheesecake ready. Okay, so learning is something that I really love, and I love to sit down and have really deep conversations with other like-minded individuals around the things that I'm reading, because what I've learned throughout the entire process is that when you engage in discussion around the things that you're learning, it makes it stick. Yeah, and you're able to create your own concepts out of these learning. So I love to read. Yes, Megan, The Alchemist is one of my favorite books as well, and I think this is a book that I read twice within the year. But I don't really read this one. I listen to this one because I like the sound effects of the author on my Audible. So that's a really wonderful book. And if you haven't read that book before, I'll suggest that you do get a copy and read it. Books change lives. But there's something that I want you to know, yeah? There's a truth about learning. True learning doesn't happen in the collection of information, but in the execution of it. And I want you guys to screenshot this message right here, because this is truth. Yeah. How many books have you read about whether how to become super productive, how to make $1 million, how to win friends and influence people, and there's so much knowledge inside. But the thing is, if we don't execute what we're reading, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you read. All you'll have is knowledge. Yeah. So what I want to hear from you guys, I want to see the action takers in the chat. Okay. So if today you're an action taker, I want you to drop hashtag action taker in the chat. Let me see who are all the action takers here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Sandra. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, because it's all about taking action. And I like this one interesting quote from Jim Quick. He's a brain coach. He said that, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is only potential power. What you do with that knowledge makes it powerful. Okay, so I love the fact that I'm seeing the energy in the group. I love that you're taking action by taking your fingers and hitting the keyboard and sending these messages, because that taking action starts with the small steps. Okay, so I just want to appreciate you, David, Lambert, Chinika, Dassel, for typing in the chat. Nan, Daniel, David, that's what I'm talking about. Megan, I really appreciate you guys taking action and being here today and really engaging with what's about to come. So it's all about taking action, because you're going to learn a lot over the next 2 days. Maybe you're just here for day one and you're going to learn a lot today. Or maybe you're going to be for all 2 days. But I'm telling you, at the end of this, you are going to get the information you need to have a radical transformation in your life. Yeah. And even though it's going to be 4 hours, you're going to have fun doing it, because I'm going to show you how I manage my energy, throughout the day. So I'm making sure that even after 4 hours of intense work, I'm still jumping, I'm still going, and I'm still getting it. I want that for you as well. So remember, it's all about action taking. Okay, I know predominantly there are 7 reasons why you might be here, and I want to know why you're here. Yeah, so maybe reason number 1.
Blessed love and respect, champion. Now, this is your high performance coach here, and I want to thank you for showing up today. Not for me, but showing up for yourself. Because every episode of this show is designed to help you get one step closer in the direction of becoming an even higher performing leader. Living in and from your fullest potential in whatever you do, for those you love and for those that you serve. And we are here to help you every step of the way. Now, if you're listening to this show, I believe it's because you are ready to take your performance to another level. And that is why I've created this show as a program in my high performance leader coaching ecosystem to help you master these high performance habits with accountability, structure, and guidance from me as your coach. And it is free for you today as my listener. Join my high performance leader coaching ecosystem right now. Go to levelupwithdino.com. Again, go to levelupwithdino.com. And Dino is spelled D-E-A-N-O. And if you're listening to this in China or you're watching an episode on YouTube, just click the link in the description below. And remember, it is time for you to level up.
Feel like you're not where you want to be financially. Okay, and as I'm saying this reason, just drop it in the chat, and I'm not here to judge anybody. We're all where we are, and we know where we need to be. There was a point in my life where I was in a bad place financially. Yeah, I couldn't even pay for my electric bills, I couldn't afford my rent, and I was depressed at that point in my life. But the 4 stages of awareness, we got to be aware of where we are. Yeah. So maybe you're in a bad place financially and you need solutions. Yeah, maybe you feel like you're not getting enough done. You're going to work every day and it's like you're just going through the same motion and nothing is getting done. It's like you're living in this limbo world and things are just haywire. Yeah, maybe that's why you're here. Yeah, you feel like you're not influential as you like to be. Yeah, nobody's not really, buying into your ideas. Like your family don't really get you. It's really hard to connect and create with people in the workplace, or even sometimes with your friends. It's hard to get them on board to really join you and do as some amazing things that you like to share with them. Whether you're trying to create a new business, whether you have a project on your mind and you're wondering, how can I be more influential? Yeah, so maybe that's why you're here today. Or you're not clear about whom you need to be to have your next breakthrough. I know at times as a high performer, as somebody who is successful, whenever we get to a certain level of success, it feels like there's nowhere else to go. You can't break through anymore. Yeah, and in this book, I forgot the author, it's called The Upper Limit. The author talk about, reaching your upper limit, and you just feel like, you're like, oh, what am I gonna do with my life? Is there anything else I can do? I'm so comfortable. Yeah, maybe that's you. Yeah. Or maybe you're lacking motivation in a particular area of your life. I'll hear this one a lot. I'm not motivated. I just don't feel, like doing it. It's just the feeling is not there. Like I get up out of bed and I'm like, oh, why am I here? Like my life is like, you need to go to the gym and work on so you can burn that extra 5-10 kg, but it's like, oh, I'm just not motivated. So maybe that's why you're here and you're looking for that extra spark of energy. Yeah. Maybe you're tired of self-sabotaging yourself. Yeah, this is a big one for a lot of us. And, as I share my presentation with you today, you'll see how I have suffered from self-sabotaging myself. That voice is in your head and you wonder, is this voice me? Who is it? Where does it come from? Yeah, maybe you're tired. You're tired of those negative self-talk. You're tired of the imposter syndrome. You're tired of the self-defeating behavior. Yeah, so let me know in the chat, why are you here? Which one is really resonating with you? Let me see. Alisa, I'm still curious about the island. Anyone could type the name. Wonderful. I'll hit you up with that, Alisa. That's all. Yeah, I want to get out of this rat race and take lead in my life. Wonderful. Nan, I want to stop just going on the flow of the society and others and want me to do the action and carve my own path based on what I want. That's wonderful. David, to be a surfer. Question, what's the name of the island? I see Dasol just dropped the name of my island in the chat. It's St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And this is the official invitation to each and every one of you. Okay, you are welcome to the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And make sure, reach out to me personally, especially when all this COVID drama is finished. Okay, and I love Chinika. She's connecting with self-sabotaging. Okay, wonderful. I want to know whom I need to be to break through. Wonderful, wonderful. Reignite passion for my life, Megan. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. Vulnerability is where we start, being aware and conscious of where we are. That's how we get real breakthrough. And there's one more. Maybe you're here because you need additional tools and strategies to level up your own performance. Maybe you're already in a place where you feel you're doing well, but you want to level up more because, I was having a conversation with my girlfriend this morning and I was, telling her about, where I come from and where I am. And it feels like it's a never ending loop. But we need to make it exciting for ourselves. We need to know these strategies and tools so that when we're going through this process of change, we are moving up. Yeah. And I love that David said positive intelligence growth. And I know we have Jenny Jacob today who will be coming to share with us a great deal on positive intelligence. And she'll be teaching you as well about, some of the self-sabotaging thoughts that you may be having and how you can literally deal with these. And there's science to back and support, how you can approach these things. So we have a lot in store for you this morning. Now, just giving you a look at the agenda. In the morning, warm-up introduction session, that's what I did. And I'll be kicking things off with the 6 secrets of the highest performing leaders. Now, these are secrets that were modeled by some of the world's highest performing leaders. For those of you who are neuro-linguistic practitioners, you'll understand the whole concept of modeling. where we really study an individual and see what makes them a high performer. And these habits can now be trained and teach to other individuals. And the military have been using this. People in the CIA have been using this. The FBI's have been using this. So why can't we as ordinary people use this as well? Also, we have Rumbe Machenje coming in to speak about sleep and how it's killed productivity at work. I know this is a big one. It's one of the most important thing in life. I think sleep is more important than food and water, to be honest. Maybe not water, but yeah, sleep is very important. That's my point. Okay. And also we have Jonas Wolf coming in to talk about, how to develop influence, and finishing off strong with Janine Jacob, the power of mental fitness when activating your peak performance. So we have a full schedule for you this morning. And I want to remind you, in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see, actively taking notes during class can help you focus and better understand main concepts. So I want to encourage you to get your notebook out, and really pay attention to what is being taught, because you're going to have your own golden insight. And I want you to share that in the chat. I want to know what inspired you during this session. I want to know, what is going on inside as we are sharing all these with you. And I love that Chanika said, I accept the invitation to your home and the warm weather. Wonderful. Okay, so that's the agenda for today. And note that throughout this session, we'll be taking 15 minutes break throughout each session. Taking break is a big part of, part of my life, because that's how I re-energize. So I have some meditation for you. I have a bit of hypnotic work for you, like I did in the beginning. And I'll try to make it a bit, creative, getting feedback from you so that I can add these little messages into your subconscious so that you can get the most out of today. Okay, so I'll be, as I'm doing this, as I'm hosting, I'll be trying to coach you, sharing with you, how I keep my energy up throughout the entire day. A lot of people think that, my problem, our problem is that we have a lack of time. I said, that's BS. We all have 24 hours in the day. I think what people lack is energy. When we are filled with emotions throughout the day, sometimes it's negative, positive. We want to keep it on the positive more so that we can feel more fulfilled and feel more alive. So it's on the screen. I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you, because it's not easy getting out of bed at this time to shop for a Zoom session. You could have spent this time with your family, having breakfast, or stay in bed and sleep. So I want to tell you, I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you, because you choose to shop and invest the time. And what I want you to know as well, this summit is filled with a lot of people who's investing in their own dreams. And I really appreciate that. And I can see that the fact that we have people like you exist today, it makes life worth living. And with that said, I want to make this summit not only a one-side conversation, but I want you to engage and connect with each other. So what I'm going to do in this moment, I'm going to be putting you in a breakout room with 2 to 3 people. And I want you to share with them how proud you are of them for showing up and investing in themselves. Okay, because we don't hear it enough. I would always say, what we reward is what we'll practice. So I want you guys to reward yourself for showing up. So in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. You may get in a room with a stranger or somebody you don't know, but I want you to tell them how proud of them you are, and return that feeling to them. Because I'm proud of you, and I want you to be proud of each other. It's really, really important that we practice celebrating and encouraging the behaviors that we want to do more of. Okay, and investing in yourself, in your own personal development, is one of the biggest investment that you can make in yourself, because honestly, you're the biggest bottleneck of your relationship. You're the biggest bottleneck of your business. You're the biggest bottleneck at your work. Okay, so if you are personally invested in self, okay, there's nothing you can't break through. I'm like, I spent 2 years studying my master's in entrepreneurship. 2 years. And in about the first day, I feel like I knew nothing. And I spent a month at an accelerator, and I felt I learned more in a month than I did in 2 years. Just making that investment in myself, traveling to another city, engaging with coach and mentors, and it's like, bah. And just imagine if we can create more of that experience in our life. How faster can we accelerate our own learning? So, we got to celebrate these behaviors. And another thing that I want from you is that I want you to make a commitment to yourself. I want you to make a commitment to stop comparing yourself to others. Okay, I want you to be able to celebrate others without comparing yourself. Because one of the biggest reasons why most of us get stuck is because we're looking at what Tom, Dick, and Harry have, and we're not seeing what we have. And this comparison syndrome is really killing us, man. Okay, so I want to make that commitment. Stop comparing yourself, but allow yourself to celebrate others and celebrate their success, celebrate their wins, as little as it is. And as I said before, we have a lineup of 9 speakers over the next 2 days. So today, the first 4 of us will be sharing with you some amazing ideas. I'll be sharing with you the 6 secrets of high performance. Okay, these were modeled by some of the world's highest performing leaders. So I'll be sharing you based on research what they have found out. Okay, we'll be talking about productivity and work and sleep, as well as influence, and as well as peak performance when it comes to your mental fitness. Okay, so we have a lineup of intense knowledge for you. And over the next 2 days, our job as coach and trainers would be to give you all that you need to evaluate your performance and measure it against your potential. And I really want you to screenshot this, because this is a big one. Evaluating your performance and measuring it against your own potential. That would be our job. But I want you to also, make this a practice of showing up every day and evaluating your performance and seeing, okay, how much more can I really become? Yeah? Who can I really be in this shell? What's possible for me? Because I personally know that you have a lot of potential locked away inside of you. And one of the reasons why I share where I'm from, I'm from a small island, 100,000 people, really small. Yeah, so the possibility of me being here speaking to you, who's from a big continent, is so slim. So I know that you have a lot of potential locked away inside of you as well. Because if I can get so far, man, just imagine how far can you get. Yeah, so this will be our mission over the next 2 days. And I'm really gonna be putting the hot seat on you. So I really want to make sure that you're ready for this. We're gonna be putting the hot seat on you, and it's gonna be engaging. Okay. So, but I also want you to know this. You would never maximize your potential in any area without a coach. Yeah, and I'm not saying that because I'm a coach, but that's a fact. Yeah, I've been an athlete for most of my teenage life. And I'm telling you, some of the things that I've done without a coach, I wouldn't have been able to do it as fast. I could have read as much book, watch as much YouTube video, but the progress that I've made in my art, in my style, in my training, without a coach, I won't have been able to maximize that. Yeah, so I really want you guys to consider this. And you would be hearing from a lot of coaches today. And I'm not just saying this so that you can sign up with one of us. It doesn't matter, get a coach. It doesn't have to be any of the 9 coaches here, but get a coach. Have somebody in your corner. Yeah, have somebody to celebrate your wins. Yeah, have somebody to put the fire in you when you know you're not doing the things that you need to do. And this is life without a coach. You feel stuck, frustrated. You don't know what to do next. You're just in your mind consistently self-sabotaging yourself, telling yourself how you're not enough, wondering why you're on this planet. That's what's life without a coach. This is life with a coach. I've always pondered some of the greatest athletes. They are the greatest, but still they have a coach. The fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt, he has a coach. Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketballers who ever lived, they all have coaches. And even though they're athletes and their life requires a high demand from them, your life requires a high demand from you as well. Yeah, people are depending on you. Your family is depending on you. Your team is depending on you. So you need to have somebody in your corner to making sure that you are performing at your best. And I want to take you on a little visualization exercise. I just want you to imagine who you'll be today if you had someone keeping you accountable for your potential over the last 10 years. I want you to think about that. Just consider that for a moment. What would life be like if you had someone in your corner, yeah, keeping you accountable for your potential over the last 10 years? How would that make life different for you? And I'd like to know in the chat, yeah? I see that's all said, inspiring, so true, so true. My life leaped to another level when I met my mentor and my health coach. Wonderful. Let me see, Daniel, how to choose a coach? I love that question, and I'll answer that later. Okay, I'll answer that later for you. Inspiring, Chanika, you would never maximize your potential without a coach. Profound, yes. But I really want you to think about and imagine, what would your life be like if you had someone in your corner keeping you accountable to your own potential over the next 10 years? Wonderful. I love that. I love that answer. Corey said, try to speak with a lot of people who inspire you. Hopefully, the one you resonate with most is a coach. I love that. That's a wonderful suggestion as well. And this is what we'll be requiring from you as coaches. Okay. One is that we want you to trust the process. Even though it's uncomfortable, maybe even though it's something you have tried before, trust the process. I know there's some of you in here, you have tried things and then you try it for the first time and you say, oh, this is not working, and you give up. No, trust the process. Do it again, try it again. Maybe you've tried it before and it didn't work. I want to encourage you to try it again, then again, okay? And as you try it again, and then maybe you fail, you'll get feedback. Then you optimize and try it in a new way. Okay, the idea is never to reinvent the wheel, because everything under the sun is not new. Everything that we need to break through has already been done. We just gotta find out how to do it the way that works for us. Okay, so trust the process. Make time. Yeah, action requires time, and distraction would stop you faster than anything else. So if you're not blocking out time to get the work done, nothing won't get done. Anything won't get done. It's like there's this quote that I love: for it to work, you got to do the work. Okay, so I want you to make time for yourself and stop being the best kept secret. It serves no one. Yeah, this is your time to shine. Okay, so I want you to get out there and really shop. Tell the people who is in your life what you're up to. Tell the people who you love what you're up to. Okay, and really stop hiding up yourself. Yeah, I want to know what you're up to. Okay, so let me know in the chat what's resonating with you guys. Janik said, I started with a coach at the end of 2021, and I wish I did it earlier. Putting things in a different perspective and keeping you accountable for your goals. Wonderful. Lambert, inspiring. Take time and trust the process. I'm loving it. I'm really loving the energy from you guys. Inspiring. Coach accountable 10 years. I can see meeting my goals and beyond wildest expectations. You'll be funny what you can achieve in 3 months with a coach. Like, there's this goal. A lot of people usually overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 3. And working with a coach can really shift your perspective on what is really possible in your life. Nan said, I made more progress with working my coach in the last 2 to 3 months than I've had in the last 2 years in many perspective. Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you for the messages, because I know right now your messages and your inspiring words, they're inspiring somebody. Yeah, because it's showing that, it's real. It's something that is working, that is getting results. So really appreciate you guys on this one.
Blessed love and respect, champion. Now, this is your high performance coach here, and I want to thank you for showing up today. Not for me, but showing up for yourself. Because every episode of this show is designed to help you get one step closer in the direction of becoming an even higher performing leader. Living in and from your fullest potential in whatever you do, for those you love and for those that you serve. And we are here to help you every step of the way. Now, if you're listening to this show, I believe it's because you are ready to take your performance to another level. And that is why I've created this show as a program in my high performance leader coaching ecosystem, to help you master these high performance habits with accountability, structure, and guidance from me as your coach. And it is free for you today as my listener. Join my high performance leader coaching ecosystem right now. Go to levelupwithdino.com. Again, go to levelupwithdino.com. And Dino is spelled D-E-A-N-O. And if you're listening to this in China or you're watching an episode on YouTube, just click the link in the description below. And remember, it is time for you to level up.